this Superman exercise. It's a general core stability exercise, training the muscles at the front and the back in a balanced sort of way. With all these exercises, as we keep mentioning, perfect form is essential. If you do it wrong, we're just training a bad pattern. 4-point kneeling to start off with. Your weight distributed equally between left and right and front and back. We find neutral position for the lumbar spine to start off with. John is resting just a little high of neutral spine, just a little flat. What he wants to do is where this waistband of his shorts is, if you just drop that down for me a little bit, and a little bit more, John. So we're just moving, there's just a little bit more of a dip here and a curve in the spine, enough that a ball will happily rest in the small of your back there. Probably what's best for you, if you've got a flat sort of squidgy football, that makes it easier, or an orange, because it's not exactly round shaped and then it doesn't keep rolling off. We want perfect circles for people who are really good at this exercise. So we say we're in a nice stable position here, neutral spine. This is stage 1 of Superman. The other muscle that you need to have engaged at the moment as well is your tummy muscles, hard braced, as if someone's about to punch you in the stomach, not sucked in and zipped and hollowed, but hard braced, as I say, as if someone's about to punch you in the tummy. That's stage 1. Stage 2, we now move into, is initially you start off with pushing your weight. Imagine pushing your weight down through both your hands and both your knees, and as you're doing that, I want you to start sliding. Don't lift your leg, but I want you to slide this leg backwards, John, the knee along the floor, and you come out and you're keeping your whole body as rigid as you can. Visualise a tabletop that's not moving at all, and John's lifted that up nicely there and the ball's not moved. Okay, it's not moved at all. And then as he comes in, you visualise, or you actually bring your knee sliding down, and that's come in nice and straight like that. Now if you do that on the near side leg, so they can see what that looks like, John. So we're coming up there, and we're not doing, can you show me a fault here, John? Yeah? That, or the most common, if you go back to 0, the most common when you do this one is yeah, it just came out neutral then, is lifting up. People often lift up and come out like that as they're sliding the leg out. Okay, and come back to 0 again. So we do first one leg and then the other leg, and then we do the same with the hand. So yeah, find neutral. And now with your hand, you slide your hand along and out into a nice Superman pose. Again, back hasn't moved at all. There's been no rotations this way, and there's been no arching and sagging and lifting and twisting. Okay, if you do the same with your other arm. Okay, so he's done that really nicely. This is stage 2. Again, abs always constantly braced hard, as if someone's going to punch in the tummy. That gives you this nice, stable, strong tabletop. So it's that stage 2. Stage 3 is this leg and this arm, so opposite legs and arms, for obvious reasons. And straightening out. Good. Right, lovely. And as you do them, imagine again them sliding along the floor rather than up and out. It's sliding along and out. So brilliant. Lovely. That's good. Okay, and then if you could just show the other side happening. Yeah. That's bad. Now what people often try and do is they try and get the leg too high, and that lifts the buttock and puts a twist in the body, or they try and lift the shoulder too high. And John's getting perhaps a little bit tired here, which is why he maybe keeps losing neutral. So we just do with enough reps till you start to lose neutral, or as your osteopath said, how the repetitions, how many the osteopath said. Again, this exercise isn't a lift and hold, it's an up and down. It's cyclical rather than up, hold and wait and back down again. That was stage 3. Stage 4, please don't try stage 4 or any of the other stages unless your osteopath said to go to them. Stage 4 is out, and then in that position we actually do a hold here, because now we're drawing an imaginary square. If there was a square here, he's drawing it with his... He's drawing a square on a piece of paper with his fingertips in front here, and the same, imagine he's drawing one with his toes there, so it's going up, down, round like that, and the same with his feet. But as you can see, that one is harder to do because he's dropping. So John shouldn't really be doing this exercise just yet. Okay, that's the Superman.